Welcome to the 5 Words in 5 Minutes series. I'm Camilla from Wordier, and we're going to try and cover 5 new words with example sentences and definitions today, all based around one Latin root word. So our root for today is tain, tent and ten. They all mean the same thing, we just hear them in different forms sometimes in words. And they all mean to hold. Now there are a few words that you will already know that relate to these roots. For example, container, entertain, continue, and detention. All of those have to do with hold in some way. Container, I think you can guess easily what that has to do with hold. Now, I don't want to spend any longer on those words that you already know because we need to get into our 5 words. Okay, so our first up is detain. Detain actually relates to the word detention. So when you get detention, you have been detained. For example, my teacher detained me after class because of my bad behaviour. So, in this word, hold has to do with holding someone back. So detain means to make someone late or prevent them from going somewhere. To make someone late or prevent them from going somewhere. Now, if you want to write these down, don't forget you can pause this and write it down and then press play again. You can also change the speed on the video if you want me to slow down a little bit. Okay, obtain. Now, obtain, we have the first task on our scavenger hunt was to obtain a gold coin. So in this case, you want to get a gold coin. So the definition for obtain is to get something or to acquire. Acquire might be a new word for you as well as obtain. So obtain is to get something, to get a hold of it. Okay, sustain, we have 2 definitions for sustain, so I've got to be really quick with these ones. Now sustain, the prefix here, sub, means under. So to sustain something quite literally means to hold from underneath. So if you're trying to keep something up, you're trying to support it, you will hold it from underneath. For example, we have, I will try to sustain your interest throughout this video. So I will try to keep hold of it. The definition we have is to keep something going. So to sustain it, to keep it going. And then our second example sentence is, I was stranded on a desert island with only a few pineapples to sustain me. So again, it's to keep hold, keep you going. And if you, by the way, you get some food to sustain you, that is called sustenance. So we just change the tain to ten. Now, our definition here is to provide what something or someone needs to live. To provide what someone or something needs to live, to sustain them. Okay, maintain, we have 2 definitions again. So maintain, main comes from the Latin manus, meaning hand, which you may know from one of the other videos on this channel. So to maintain something literally means to hold it in your hand. Let's look at the example sentences. I have maintained a 5-year friendship with my German pen pal. Maintained a 5-year friendship with my German pen pal. And the definition is to keep something going at the same level. You're looking after it, enabling it to keep going without dipping at all. And our second example sentence. The family paid a groundskeeper to maintain the many acres of land around their house. To maintain it. Okay, and the definition there is to keep something in good condition. Now, if you do something to keep something in good condition, that's called maintenance. You know how we had sustenance before? This is maintenance. So a mechanic will provide maintenance for your car, for example. And finally, content. Now, we're not going to do content as in the contents of the book, but we're going to do a slightly different word. It's a homograph, so it's spelt the same, said differently, and might be new to you. So, for example, the rest of my family went to the theme park, but I was content to sit in the car and read a book. I was content to do that. And that means it's an adjective, so this is the adjective form of the word, not the noun, and it means happy and satisfied with what you have. Content is how we say that. Okay, I hope you have learned something. Let me know if you can find any other words with the root tain, and if you can maybe figure out what they mean using your knowledge of the root word. And don't forget that wordier.online has all the vocab resources you may need. We've got games, illustrated flashcards, an illustrated workbook, so you've got lots of vocab resources in a fun and memorable way. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!